So these all prediction who are predicting, like now 2012 is a big prediction, that even biblical prediction, that there will be end of the world. And many faiths, they are predicting about 2012 that it will be end of the world. I don't teach fear. I want to teach you how to be fearlessness. That is the first symptom of spiritual person, fearlessness. When is fear in your mind, you are taken by that fear and you are not doing right things. Fear has to be gone. Even why to be afraid of death? That is not real. It is just changing the body. Your life remains continue. Your soul never dies. But you need to die with awareness. If you die with awareness, you will see that world never ends.
If one starts one's life being with the self, one will always be blissful in all given situations. Even after death, one won't be in the lower frequencies. One will go back to the source.
The dreams of a disciplined mind are lucid, meaning that a kind of continuous consciousness bestows upon one the ability to recognize the dream state and consciously act to control it. The lucid dreamer can in some cases exercise truly godlike powers in his dreams. This is the stuff that comprised the constant work performed by the initiates of the temple to harden and perfect this gem of attention, will, and mental clarity. Latter-day rituals call for the ceremonial opening of doors. Are all these exercises training the subconscious to be continuous and proactive in the afterlife?
It sounds like such a simple thing, and Constance read it someplace and said, gee, you can trigger lucid dreaming by just all day long as you pass through a door, touch it and go, am I dreaming? And it sounds so simple that you think, oh, this couldn't possibly work. First day I tried this, I'd walk through a door and I'd remember, oh, okay, I touched the side of the door and go, am I dreaming? And every time I did that, I could feel my eyes focus a little bit differently, and I sort of had to wake up and ask myself, yeah, am I dreaming? And you do it a few times, and that night when you fall asleep, find yourself walking through a door and you go, am I dreaming? And all of a sudden you go, yes, I am dreaming, and from then on, if you're careful with it, you can continue on with your lucid dream.
As the lucid dreamer becomes aware of his or her presence within a dream, the ability is suddenly bestowed to steer the dream, perhaps by suddenly becoming able to fly or levitate.
When I was a kid, everybody dreams they fly, or at least I've talked to very few people that said that they've never dreamed that they've flown. But I always had dreams that I was flying when I was a kid, and it would just be great. I was enjoying it, and I could tell I was really flying because I had this wonderful thrill in the pit of my stomach, and there was the perspective, horizons changed, and the perspective of my view was just perfect, as if I was flying in an airplane. The same feelings. And then all of a sudden, I'd say to myself, "Wow, I'm flying. How can I do this?" And that little bit of doubt, all of a sudden, just made me just tumble like Icarus. And everybody has that experience, you know. I ask myself, well, how the devil am I flying? And then you lose your ability to fly. Well, since I've grown a little older and have done stuff like touching doors and other crazy little things, I can pop out pretty regularly if I'm not too tired and just want to go to sleep. I can pop out pretty easily, and I can stay out. And I can do it with just a little bit of concentration. Now all of a sudden I know, don't doubt while you're flying. Enjoy it. You're out and stuff. So it just took a little bit of concentration, a little bit of energy directed in a certain way to keep me airborne in my dreams. What might be happening during the death coma, in those precious moments where people think you're dead, but there's lots of stuff going on. Now, what if you could keep your concentration going somehow? Directed it, keep it going through the moments when most people allow themselves to dissolve. They allow themselves to just go back into the energy matrix, energy consciousness matrix, or whatever it is. I don't pretend to know. But if there's a way to keep focused through one stage after another, at least the Book of the Dead would indicate there's a goal that you can reach whereby you retain your individuality, or at least your pure individuality, and retain the consciousness of the continuity of your own existence. And that might be the key to overcoming death. We see a very similar thing in the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Only you've got a guy there actually saying, okay, George, now you're going there. You're going to see one of these things, so watch out. And so evolution seems to be a process of resistance to something, and then overcoming that resistance, and then being mutated by that struggle, and then you move on. That seems to be how evolution works. Why shouldn't it work in consciousness also? Every initiatory society today, let's say the Masons, everybody's dad or grandfather is a Mason, and they've all gone through this kind of thing. It's no secret that in the initiatory process, you're stopped at a door. You got to really knock at the door of the temple, and you have to pass you're questioned. Just like in the Book of the Dead, you're questioned, and you have to come up with the right answer, or you don't get through.
Because of the wrong understanding, he creates his own hell and heaven, and stays as a lower astral being.
If a person is dying with awareness, then they will see the truth. The real truth is world never ends, and world never will end. It is eternal. You are eternal, world is eternal. You get damaged sometimes, world get damaged sometimes, but not the whole. The whole world remains. The whole soul remains. You remain. Your power, your Atma is eternal. Your world is eternal.
Say what? Motherfucker, I ain't looking for you. You probably looking for a cult member, motherfucker. You catch heaven's gate. Travel the hell up out of here. Look what? What you know about the Lord? What do you know about the Lord? What you know about the Lord? No, tell me. I come in the name of